I'm Robert Whiting, and I wanted to talk to you about coffee and wine. I grew up in Indonesia, went to boarding school in Malaysia, and the best coffee I ever had, I got from a market. I went to a local market and I got some dried coffee beans. And I took them home and I roasted them myself. And as soon as they were cool, I ground them and I made the perfect cup of coffee. It was really good. It was everything the coffee was supposed to be. It wasn't just a way for me to get caffeine in my body. It wasn't just a hot drink to have while I'm driving around. It was the essence of the earth. It's this powerful, dark, deep substance that these trees pull up and then pack into these little beans for us to enjoy. And when I came to the US, I realized that most of the beans people get here, they've been sitting in a shipping crate for 3 months, 6 months, who knows? And then they're cooked really hot for long enough so that they can last long enough for them to use them before they go bad. And that made me really sad because almost everybody I've talked to has coffee that's bitter and has coffee that just gets them through the day. I don't think that's what coffee should be. That's not what coffee is. And I want to share that with people. And I thought, you know, the coffee shop thing's kind of been done a lot. And I might try to do that someday, but it takes a lot of startup capital. So instead I started doing homebrew. I started making wine at home, and it's been fun. I've got a good group on Google+, and we just have fun. I've tried a few other little drinks here and there, and then I had this idea. I thought, why don't you combine coffee and wine? Why isn't there a thing like that? And I looked up, you know, the differences between beers and wines and what it would look like to actually make a coffee wine. And it turns out that wine is defined as something where it's a fruit that turns into wine. And then if you are making a beer, it's a starch that turns into a beer. And I thought, well, what is a coffee bean that turns into an alcoholic beverage? That's Kafo. K-A-F-O. And I made my second batch today. It's extremely good. I'm still working on some of the details, but here it is. It's extremely dark. It doesn't have any of the bitterness. You put it in your mouth and you just feel this deep and powerful, awesome taste. And then it goes down and there's a little bit of a bubble in the back of your throat and just a calm that you would normally get with a wine. And I don't know where else you can get it. This is the second bottle that I know of in existence. And I'm going to try and get some help getting it out there. So I found a brewery in town that says they'll take a look at it, do a taste test, see if it's something that they can get going there and selling there. And we'll see where it goes. So keep an eye out. Kafo's coming.